one of his downfalls, as far as I'm concerned, is his...
Hey y'all, hey, how is everyone? Hello. Good to see money makers. Speaking of ballers and shot callers, some of you will be sad to know that Donald Trump falls off the Forbes 400 list for the very first time. I know. I don't have my sound machine to give the boos and not the boos, but the ahs and everything else. It's being reported that Trump is now off the Forbes 400 list for the first time in 25 years. Something tells me, based on, these alleged tax records and stuff like that, something tells me he should have been off the list, but that's neither here nor there. Leave a comment down below if you agree with me. If you think, no brainer. We already knew this as far as this breaking news. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Hey, y'all. Thank you for continuing to tune in, but not just tuning in. I like the fact that we continue to have a conversation and interact with each other. Yeah. So best friend is not on the Forbes list. And, I think I just saw a comment. Pamela says, I agree, Melissa. Yeah, he should have been off. Only president to not accept pay at all during his first term in office. Well, you know what? He's made if that's true, because I don't think that's true. I think the pay must have went somewhere else. The pay might have went to someone else, but he got the pay. That's just it. Yeah. I don't see the government implementing something, going to DFAS, which is the DOD place that you get your money from or whatever, and going, you know what, I'm not going to accept the money. So don't even pull up an LES or whatever. And I'm speaking military terms. I don't know I'm sure it's a government and military, whatever. I don't know, but I'm just saying, y'all, he may not have accepted it or used it or whatever. It reminds me of Raven-Symoné. Raven-Symoné, it came out years ago that she never used any of her Cosby Show money or the money that she earned as a child actress. But guess what? She was still getting that money. The other part about that is Trash Can Waves is that, let's be honest, this family has benefited financially in a huge manner, just greatly. So him not taking $200,000 a year for the first year, okay, not surprised. Is it a year or a month? It's a year, I want to say. And all the perks that comes with being president and the everything else, absolutely. I don't tip my hat off because he did that. That's just me. So it's being reported that Donald Trump is worth an estimated $2.5 billion, leaving him $400 million short of the cutoff to make this year's Forbes 400 list. Did you guys know that list capped at 400, like the minimum? 400 billion. The real estate mogul is just as wealthy as he was a year ago when he stood at number 339 on the ranking, but he is down 600 million since the start of the pandemic. Technology stocks, cryptocurrencies, and other assets have thrived in the COVID era. But big city properties, which make up bulk of Trump's fortune, I said foreclosure, have languished, knocking the former president out of the most exclusive club. That is an exclusive club. That's a really, really exclusive club. And, I think about having that kind of money, especially when you think about Mark Zuckerberg yesterday taking a hit and all of that. If you haven't already, make sure you watch that video and the other 3 videos that follow. But anyway, when you look at somebody making a $7 billion hit and that app, that business didn't crash, that means they are rolling in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions. So anyway, Forbes says if Trump is looking for someone to blame, he can start with himself. 5 years ago, he had a golden opportunity to diversify his fortune. Fresh off the 2016 election, federal ethics officials were pushing Trump to divest his real estate assets. That would have allowed him to reinvest the proceeds into broad-based index funds and assume office free of conflicts of interest. Long story short, don't put all your eggs in this basket, diversify, and you'll come out a little bit cleaner and more profitable. So this is a graph, okay? So I'm not into the maths, but however, I can tell you this. I got straight A's and everything else in college, but guess what? I got a C in statistics, so that allows me to at least be able to interpret this chart. And so we look here, he was the 350th, and then we have a direct decline. So there you have it. Others in the executive branch have little choice but to listen to the ethics officials. People who hold assets that might conflict with their jobs in the government run the risk of violating the criminal conflicts of interest law. And that's what I was saying as far as he was concerned, as far as I'm not giving him a pat on the back about not taking the salary. I'm not patting him on the back for that because, again, there was definitely a conflict of interest as far as money. Time has not even begun to tell how once we follow the money with this previous administration, what's going on. And that's not even hating on him. That it is what it is as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, he's off the 400s list. And I was looking for the part where they was telling us who is on it because they said Kim Kardashian made the list. For those of you that are interested, not me, not so much. Don't care one way or another. But anyway, yeah. Closed-mindedness, the article says, has its costs. If Trump had managed to avoid capital gains taxes, he could have theoretically reinvested $3.5 billion into the S&P 500 on the day he entered the White House. In that alternate scenario, Trump would have been worth an estimated $7 billion by this September, when Forbes locked in estimates for its annual list. Enough to earn him a spot as the 133rd richest person in the country. Instead, he's off the list, the Forbes 400 list, for the first time in a quarter of a century. So he's off. He's off, and others are on. And from what it sounds like, it's due to his own stubbornness and his lack of submitting to someone that may be smarter about a situation than he is. So let's see. Wealthy people hide their wealth. Yes. Blind guy says, poor Donald, it's hard at the top, huh? Very hard, huh? Trash Can Wave says, can see the headlines now. President Trump sacrifices his wealth for the American people. What Trump going to do with 400K a year? Listen, he'll figure it out with everybody that he either has to pay off, allegedly. Let me find my allegedly, because I'm talking big stuff, and that's okay, because that's what I do on this channel. But we're going to insert that allegedly. Allegedly paying people off and whatever else he needs to do. He's definitely in court a lot, so he can do that. Trash Can says, oh no, they lost now. Obama's benefited. What they on their 6th mansion now? Confession. I keep up with them, but I don't keep up with them. Like, I see them, but I'm not like on Obama watch. So, but I think they are on like their 2nd or 3rd. And I do know that they are like on press tours and what they had, his library is going up. I think they just opened up a school in Chicago, I just read. So they zipping and zooing in these streets. They doing something, the Obamas. All presidents' net worth go up after the presidency. Trump, the only one in the past 60 years to not increase his wealth. Boom, 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 boom. Woo. I'm not surprised about 45. Me either, bless. Because, you know, one of his downfalls, as far as I'm concerned, is his belief that he really, really knows everything. Can't nobody tell him nothing. He's an expert on everything. And everyone knows a true leader, someone really rocking out what they're doing. They have a long line of experts behind them telling them, go left, go right, turn that on, turn it off, do this, do that. Like, come on. But he knows everything. Everything. You lose money when you refuse to sell out the country to China. Just look at where all that stimulus money, the majority went, foreign countries. Price of selling out, you get rich like the Clintons in Barack's. Yep, allegedly. I wouldn't have known the cutoff for Forbes clubs out of my tax bracket. Exactly, bless. I didn't even know. I thought you just had to make $1 billion. To me, $1 billion is enough. But you mean tell me 400 billion? Child. Be the reason why somebody smiles. Be kind to people just for no reason at all, because we just don't know what people are dealing with, right? So, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.